Let's paint some eyes. The first thing I do is use a flat blade to separate the pieces of the eyes. These eyes are printed on a sticker and then adhered to the eyes, so the first thing I do is remove whatever paper I can. Then I soak the eyes in 91% isopropyl alcohol to remove the white paint on the sclera of the eye. Here you see me testing to see how difficult it will be to remove the color from the lenses, and they ended up needing to be soaked overnight. And even then, there was still black visible in the center, which required re-soaking and scrubbing. After all the scrubbing, the lenses were dull, so I used a high-gloss varnish to clear them up. Since I'm painting my eyes directly on the lenses, this is an optional step, but it helps me see my guide markers later on. I start off with titanium white to paint the scleras of the eyes, making sure to get all the way up to the irises. Then I use soft eraser to mark off where I want my shine spots and add those first. Here I'm using a Q-tip to get the size and shape that I want. This is what they look like with just white added. Next I'm going to use soft eraser again to mark off where I want the pupils of the eyes. Then I like to use a round brush to try to just dab in the middle to get that circular shape. This is what it looks like once it's been cleaned up. After that dries, I start adding low light lines using a single hair and black paint. I lay the hair down and drag it back to center in the spots where I would like a little black detail in the eyes. At this point I decided I wanted a lot of black detail at the top of the eyes, so I used a Q-tip and made radiating lines upward from the pupil using the black paint. The next part of the process is adding highlights, which I'm going to use iridescent gold. Same technique as adding the low lights, dragging the hair back to center in the spots where I would like a little flash of gold. Then using bronze, I add some midtones. The last color I add is matte brown, which I add over the back of the entire iris. I have some dollar store eyelashes that I've been testing out with these, and they look great. The pieces of the eyes pop back together, which is so satisfying. I dab them with super glue to lock them together. And here's a look at the eyes I painted. I'm really happy with how she looks so far. But what do you guys think? What color eyes would you guys like to see?